Hey everybody, it's Jason from the Texas Gun Vault 2. And yes, as the 2 implies, there is a Texas Gun Vault, which is my main channel. So if you're not subscribed over there, please go subscribe to me there. That's mainly what I do. This is just a behind the scenes channel where I talk to what I call my biggest fans about upcoming projects and things I can't usually flesh out into bigger videos. So I just wanted to say that. Now, I made a couple of videos recently regarding this pistol brace amnesty stuff that's going on. And I am blown away and my head hurts over all of the stupidity and the ignorance that is flying around the gun universe right now when it comes to this. So once again, this is me making another response video about a number of things that people are saying that I don't understand why people can't think for themselves, okay? Let's talk about why I'm doing this. Number one, I have been accused now of being a federal agent. People are saying that I'm a FUD. People are saying that I'm supporting this because I did that pistol amnesty registration thing on one of my AR pistols. So let's talk about this once again. I have 40 tax stamps, okay? So for me, getting another SBR is not that big of a deal, okay? So I understand and know how to navigate the NFA system, okay? So I want to make a video to educate you so you can make the best choice for you, okay? I assume, maybe wrongfully so, that you are big boys and big girls, that you will make an informed decision about what is best for you. And in order for you to make an informed decision, it's important to get all of the information, right? So I know that right now in the gun tube universe, there's a lot of fear mongers out there about this is what happened. I interviewed this person, blah, blah, blah. You're going to go to jail. The ATF's going to come and burn your house down and shoot you and shoot your dog. As soon as you get denied after a certain period of time, all hell's going to break loose. You're a felon. Ah! That's what I'm getting, okay? I've never seen so many people wish for harm on somebody, which is me. They're saying, I wish the ATF comes and kills you, your dog, burns your house down, all that kind of stuff. Okay, so let's talk about me doing this. Does this mean that I support this rule? No, I don't agree with the rule, okay? But because I know how to navigate the NFA system, and I've already put myself out there on YouTube, I want to educate you. So I wanted to share my experiences with you on this process. So if it goes smoothly, I'll report back to you about that. And you can go, well, I still don't want to comply, but it went smoothly for him. It's a data point for you. What if it goes horrifically wrong? Well, then don't comply, don't do it, right? Well, don't you want that information one way or the other? Because it helps you decide what is best for yourself. I want to talk about the people that are saying, I will not comply. That's fine. I don't care. Now, I'm going to say this again, and I want to be very clear because some people out there appear to be absolute idiots, okay? I am a libertarian, okay? Not a liberal. I said I'm a libertarian in my last video, and I had 2 or 3 people go, you're a liberal gun owner? Do you have any idea what a libertarian is? Probably not. And so if you don't know the difference between a conservative, a liberal, a libertarian, you shouldn't even be commenting because you have no knowledge and education about political philosophy. Okay? Now, so I'm a libertarian, so I don't care what you do. Okay? I support your right to comply, not comply. You're a big boy and big girl. You make your own decisions. Okay? So I don't care what you do. Okay? I just want to get that out there. So I am not saying that this rule is good because I don't think it's good. I personally think it's going to get overturned in the courts. Okay? That's, I think, the most logical conclusion and outcome of this whole thing. Okay? Now, let's talk about people's ignorance of our legal system. People are always saying, okay, And we'll get to this auto denial stuff in a second. But you're going to get auto denied, and the ATF's going to come to your house and kill your dog and burn down your house and kill you and confiscate this evil SBR that you've had and you admitted to owning. Right? That's what I've gotten so many comments about that. Okay, number one, you are not a felon until you have been legally adjudicated as such in a court of law, which means you have been arrested, you had a trial, if it goes to trial, and a jury of your peers has found you guilty of a felony. Okay? So until that happens, you are not a felon. Okay? So you can't say you're a felon overnight because you're not. You have not been convicted in a court of law of committing a felony. So you're not a felon. So you're not a felon. So stop saying you'll be a felon overnight, okay? Now, when it comes to the NFA system, okay, and I had to explain this in the other video about the 88 or 90-day denials, that only affects you once they get to processing your forms, okay? So let's just say you submit on, and I'm just going to use easy dates here, okay? January the 1st, okay? And they don't get to your form to actually see it and begin processing it until April the 1st, okay? 4 months later, okay? 120 days. Your form was not automatically denied after 90 days. The clock starts ticking when they do your FBI NICS check. It's the same check for when you buy a gun. So if they do the NICS check and it comes back as proceed, okay, which is like 99.9% of every NICS check, it just proceeds. That's it. If it's denied, you'll get a disapproval, okay? And if it's delayed, that's when the clock starts to tick. Now, the only way you can get a delayed signal from the FBI NICS system is if your name is similar to somebody else that's a prohibited person and they can't determine if it's you or them, or there's some other issue with the system, but most of those get resolved within 3 days. Okay, that's it. They do their research, they call them back and say, no, proceed, go ahead. So the number of people that get no action back on their thing is so small, it's crazy, okay? And most of the time, those people have things on their criminal records that they either forgot or didn't know were there and would deny them the ability to buy a gun, okay? So that means it'd be 90 days from the time they got to your form. So if they started processing in April, it wouldn't be for 90 other days if you got a delay. And most likely, you're not going to get a delay. Okay? So stop fear-mongering. Now, also, the ATF, this is clear policy. This is clear history. When you get a denial, or a disapproval is what they call it, because of no action taken by the FBI NICS system, you are not a felon. They don't come and confiscate your gun. You have 60 days to reapply. And the same thing will be applicable to this amnesty. They've already said it on their frequently asked questions because they know paperwork gets shuffled, the FBI screws things up, they know it. So if you get a denial on the, or a no action taken and you get a disapproval, you have 60 days to reapply. Now, the only caveat to that is you have to do it in paper form, not the e-form system. It's just the way the system is set up. It's not that way because of some nefarious reasons. It's just the way that the process is when it comes to how the applications are processed when it comes to serial numbers and control numbers. That is it, okay? So stop thinking that the moment 88 days after you apply for this, and because so many people have applied for this amnesty, that they're not going to get around to you, they're going to come knocking on your door, burn down your house, kill your dog, kill you, kill your family, arrest you, whatever it is. They're not going to do that, okay? Number one, they don't have the manpower, and number two, that's not the way the system works, okay? Now, let me ask you a question. Let's just say that this prophetic doomsday scenario happens to you or happens to me. Okay, let's just say it happens to me. And I'm dragged into a court of law and they confiscate my gun. Okay. So I go before a judge and a jury of my peers, and my lawyer presents evidence. Okay, Jason from the Texas Gun Vault bought this receiver legally. He passed a background check. He filled out a 4473. He built the gun out of parts that he legally procured. He put on a pistol brace with the ATF letter saying it's completely legal. Then, upon reevaluation of the rule, the ATF said you have to register these, and he legally complied. He went online, filled out forms. To the best of his ability, I tried to comply with this law and this rule and everything that is published. What do you think a judge and a jury is going to do? Are they going to say that I'm some type of felon? Are they going to rule against me? Are they going to go, this person in their capacity did the very best that they could to comply with the law? You'd be found innocent. You know it. A jury of your peers would not convict you on that. And most judges would throw it out because you did your very best to comply with the law. They're not going to lock you up. That's how our legal system works. You're not just arrested and immediately taken to prison. You have a court date. You get a day in court to present your argument. And think about that evidence. You bought the gun legally. You have documentation from the ATF at the time saying this is legal to do. You do that. Then you comply with the rule change. You apply to register it. You did everything within your power. You think a judge is just going to say from the bench, just go, get out of here, don't waste my time, you're innocent of these charges, okay? That's how our legal system works. You all need to learn how our legal system works. Now, the big thing I want to say, for all of you out there that I'm getting tons of comments on, they're saying, I will not comply, and Jason, you're a FUD. Okay, let me ask you a question. Have you ever filled out a 4473 at a gun store or a gun show to buy a gun? You've already complied. Have you ever bought a silencer and filled out the NFA paperwork and submitted a $200 tax? You've already complied. Are all of your guns in your gun safe that are not NFA items, are they all Title I, which means like you haven't gone in there and like drilled out an AR-15 receiver and made it a machine gun just because you're not going to comply? Well, you've complied. You comply all the time. Do you have an LTC or a license to carry in your state? You've complied. Yeah, you comply a lot. A lot. So don't come to me saying I won't comply. So unless you're out there and when you built your pistol, you just went ahead and slapped on a stock already, you've already complied. Just owning the pistol brace itself or having a braced pistol is complying. You've complied. So don't act like you're big and tough and mean and all that. As I said, I don't care what you do. I could care less. I'm a libertarian. Not a liberal, a libertarian. I believe in freedom. And I also assume, and I believe now wrongfully so, that you are educated, informed big boys and big girls and can make your own decisions, right? You don't need to come to my channel to have me influence you at all. If you are influenced by me to amnesty register your pistol, you're stupid, okay? If you come to another YouTube channel and they tell you don't register it and don't comply, and you listen to their advice, you're also stupid. Don't listen to other people. Go talk to an attorney. That's what I say. If you want to know, become educated. Learn all sides of the argument. Get legal advice. Then make your decision. Don't go to some YouTube channel and follow their advice. I don't tell you what to do. I don't care. I'm not telling you to Go to the amnesty registration and do it. I'm not telling you to not comply. I'm not telling you to turn in your gun to the ATF. I'm not telling you to destroy your gun. I'm not telling you to do whatever. I assume you can make your own decision, okay? So anything I do should not influence you at all. But I want to say one more thing about the 90-day or 88-day period, okay? This was all blown up because another YouTube channel, I guess at SHOT Show, interviewed an ATF officer, and that's what they said, okay? We all know that when you have an interaction with law enforcement, they are allowed to lie to you. You're not allowed to lie to them. And also, have you ever seen those videos where officers don't even know the law, that they arrest somebody for breaking the law, but actually didn't know the law, and it gets thrown out later because they're like, yeah, that's not a law. So just because an enforcement officer says that's what it is, doesn't mean that's actually what it is. They can be ignorant and stupid themselves. They can be uninformed. They can be intentionally lying to you so you do this or that. They're allowed to do that. So instead of listening to that, take a step back, think about it, become informed, learn, talk to an attorney, somebody that studies the law, can look at the law and tell you maybe what you should do. And then realize that you are a mature big boy and big girl that wears their big boy and big girl pants and make your own decision. Right? Now, also, if you're one of those people that's like, I won't comply, I'll never comply, why are you saying that on a YouTube channel? Okay? All the ATF would have to do, the government would have to do is go, okay, we're going to go to this video, and I got, Bob Smith, 2562 on YouTube saying he won't comply. I wonder if he has a braced pistol. And YouTube and Google sure likes to work with us, the federal government. We're going to find out who this Bob Smith is and pay him a visit. You don't think that can happen? Someone that truly isn't going to comply isn't going to say they're not going to comply. So, the ignorance and the stupidity is unbelievable. 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 Stop being stupid and ignorant, okay? Make informed decisions. You're all really enthusiastic about this, but you know that the side of Mount Everest is littered with the dead bodies of people that woke up that day very enthusiastic. So maybe you just need to calm the F down, okay? Calm the F down and stop wishing death upon other people. That just because you disagree with, we're all on the same page. I'm assuming that we all think the pistol brace rule is bad. We're all pro-gun, right? We all think the NFA is a bunch of phooey. But just because I'm going at this wanting to educate others, you wish death upon me? Boy, you're really smart. You're really a good person, huh? You're fighting for your cause. Come on, guys. Be better than that. All right, so maybe I'm going to have to flush this out into a nice, polite video on the Texas Gun Vault. So go subscribe to me there. I'll try to get that out in the next few days. All right, stop being stupid and ignorant. Educate yourself. You're a big boy and a big girl. Make good decisions for you, but also understand that every decision you make has a consequence, okay? So if you choose not to comply, which I support you 110%, understand there may be negative consequences that happen to you and your family in the future if by chance this ruling is not overturned and you get caught. So, as always, thanks for watching.